Okay, welcome everybody to Just Chatting with Jowell Chan. Today we have here our guest, Kancheong22. Yay!
Yeah.
Do you mind introducing yourself before we start?
Okay, my name is Kancheong22. Not to be confused with Kancheong23. I was thinking actually, should I change my name every year or not? But then I think people start to recognize me as Kancheong22 lah. So I am also a full-time cybersecurity expert. So that's my profession. But I am also a variety streamer on Twitch. I do variety of content, including music, including opening of packs. And I also, Magic the Gathering packs. Sometimes Pokemon. And I also fix guitar on stream. These are the three. I also professional Overwatch player.
Ui.
Not really but
what's your main?
Mora.
Mora, damn, bro. So that's interesting. So what made you want to start on Twitch?
So I actually discovered Twitch for a long time, mainly because of World of Warcraft.
Warcraft.
Yeah, playing WoW. Then I did some PvP content. I watched some PvP content because you need to watch the streamer, see what buttons they're pressing.
Yeah.
Then through there, I realized that there's actually a big local community for Twitch as well. It's not just the US streamers, right?
Yeah.
Then I discovered people. There's this group called Singapore Streamers. I don't know whether you.
Yeah.
So in Singapore Streamers, I saw one of the first few streamers that I saw was Economic Rise.
Oh.
Yeah. So I saw Economic Rise. From there, I know people like DJ Jeffrey G. Then, so on and so forth.
Okay. Your relationship with Economic Rise we talk about later.
Okay.
Bromance. So then what do you do to start stream? Is there like a specific activity that you think about doing?
Basically, you just on the OBS and you click the start. To start, the very first time when I stream, it's a little bit technical, right? I didn't start from OBS also. I start from Stream Elements.
Yes.
Yeah, so the Stream Elements first. Then when I started to stream, people started to give me advice that, hey, OBS seems to be a better platform. I mean, subjective, but I'm now more familiar with OBS. My very first stream was also like a test stream, and I didn't stream alone also. I streamed together with the missus.
Okay.
So it's like a couple stream.
Oh, what do you do on stream?
We attempted to sing song.
What do you mean?
It was very, very bad. I think if you all know audio, right? We started to, because you need to add reverb. When you sing song, you need to add reverb.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a wet signal and a dry signal for the reverb.
Okay.
So if you go, a wet signal is like before processing and after processing lah. So wet is after processing. I didn't know what was I doing. So I added reverb and I 100% to the wet signal, not the dry signal. So my kid, after she watched my stream, she was like, hey, why I can hear you yet I cannot hear you? Because you can only hear the echo.
Oh.
Yeah, you can only hear the echo. You can't hear the dry signal. You can't hear the original signal.
Oh.
So these are some of the small things that we saw iron out.
I see. Yeah. So how long have you been streaming?
The first stream was what? August 2022?
What?
Thereabout. So I think almost 1.5 years or so. 2 years.
Which is why you name your account Kancheong22.
Kancheong22.
Yeah. I see. Then what was it like when you started streaming?
What was I like? There were quite a fair bit of friends and families. They are very curious of what we are doing. So, as part of an affiliate journey, you need to stream I think 7 days, and you need to have minimum 3 viewers or something like that. Right? So they helped me through the initial 7 days where they come in and watch.
Okay.
My starting numbers was quite good. I started with maybe 20 plus average viewers.
You started with 20?
Yeah, I think so.
Because your friends and families came.
Because they come, they see, then...
Wow.
Then average, even after, without rates, on average, it's 14. First few months was quite decent. Then I was like, I think that's the average stuff. Little did I know.
Little do you know. Yeah. So I'm guessing that after a while, the support slowly faded away.
Yeah, because life happens, right?
Yeah.
So they sort of slowly didn't watch really. Then I start to know more people really from the Twitch community.
So at that point, like, was there any like support from streamers or like anything?
Oh, so the very second stream that I was test streaming, because we wanted to hit affiliate as soon as possible, was a raid from Jam. So Jam raided with quite a fair bit. I don't know, 70, 80 or 90 people. Thereabout.
Wow.
Yeah, so
70, 80 people at the beginning, bro.
second stream.
Second stream.
It was very funny because Jeffrey G was the one that recommended.
Oh.
Okay, Jeffrey G recommended.
Okay.
And then I watched his VOD.
You watch his VOD?
I watched the VOD. Then he was like, wow, they are not even affiliate. These are the people that we want to go. Then they came in. You know, when you go raid someone, typically what's going to happen is you will paste a lot of emotes.
Yeah.
Everybody got banned.
Huh?
Everybody got timeout. Because my moderation setting was the maximum.
Oh.
I didn't know what. Like, so everybody time out. It was very funny. I was panic. Wow, second stream only. It's quite memorable.
Well, it's like hundreds of, no, Jambret was 70, 80, then Go was also like 70, 80.
Eventually, because it was a new stream, I think the retention rate was decent.
Yeah.
Because people also never hear. Imagine someone raided a not even affiliate streamer, right?
Yeah.
Then someone is 2%. 2% stream is significantly easier than a single streamer. Like 1% stream.
Oh.
Yeah, because you can just talk to
each other.
Imagine you do this thing alone. How you just talk to the camera only.
I did it for my episode, guys.
Oh, let's go.
So okay, that's interesting. So you streamed for 2 years, then this wave of people came about, and then what happened like in between? Like was there what made you continue for 2 years? A lot of people come. Yeah, a lot of people come into Twitch. Then they stream, they get this high like affiliate or they have some viewership. Then after that, slowly they leave. You go on for 2 years.
Yeah, so one of the motivation of which we continue is because I spend money to do the transition and the Twitch stuff lah, like the rate back then no ChatGPT, no Midjourney also. So everything I commission people to create a package for all the rate alerts. So when you follow me on stream, there will be a command, there will be a sound bites that is follow. Like, so this sort of thing I don't do, I get people to do. So there's an ROI that I have to minimally. So I told my wife, minimally we have to stream like. Back then was 6 months. I said we have to commit. We stream at least 6 months. If not, this is waste money.
So after the 6 months, you just went on and on.
After that, we took vocal lessons as well. Previously, we took vocal lessons. So we wanted a place to document down our vocal journey. So that's why we also do. So I don't think the VODs are available for Mrs. Kancheong. Like initial.
The first few.
Yeah, but if you see her singing from then to now, wow, world of difference.
That's good.
Because vocal training helps.
So maybe you spend money on all those things, it works, bro. There's the ROI there.
It works, definitely.
So also after a while, that was the first year lah. So now this year is the second year or?
This year, 2020 August
this year.
August to 2023 will be first year. August 2023. So now it's like going towards second year.
Yeah, very fast. So also like within these 2 years, you also plan this music 2024, right?
Oh.
You plan to get a Taipeng. Economic Rise.
Yes.
Yeah. How was it?
So Economic Rise came over to my place and he said, bro, got something I want to tell you. I thought you want to propose. But
were you disappointed?
But he sort of toyed the idea with me.
Yes.
Sound out the idea first. Then he came down and he said, "Want to do or not?" I think if you all have anything that want to do with me, right? Like for example, being invited for here, you will know that. I think professionally also like that lah. People want to work with me know that when I want to do things, I want it done. Like now, like don't have like not ready. Then okay lah. Then when you're ready, then you talk. Like if not, so
like the moment you pitch the idea, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it right away this week.
Then let's ramp up and then we see what is the soonest date that we can execute. So that's why we were planning. What is the soonest date? We were actually toying with the idea of Q3.
Oh.
Originally, music was supposed to be in Q3.
What happened?
Then
Sorry.
Yeah, so what?
Okay.
That's supposed to be about Q3, but because the nature and my username are Kancheong, right? So, I told him if want to do, then let's just do earlier lah. As long as we can secure the venue, we can secure a few of the key performers, and then I feel that this good to go. Then let's just go ahead. Yeah.
So planning an event is not so easy, right? It's not as easy as, oh, let's book the venue, let's get the people in, let's get guests in, and that's it. No, right? So was there any like challenges that you faced and everything?
Wow, there was a lot of challenges for the music event. Like really a lot. We have to, because this is a community. Okay, so this is some tea. Okay, I really.
Hey, let's go, bro!
Really
Exclusive, exclusive. Okay.
Everybody thinks that what is important is the feelings of the people who attend. Yeah, but something that we never really publicly share is also because all the performers, they are not being paid on. All the helpers are not being paid. We have to take care of their feelings as well. So that is something that we very consciously put out. It is not by chance that the thing is alphabetical order. Very small thing only. It's not by chance that when we do check-in streams or whatever, it's by alphabetical order. So all these small things we have to, because what? Why? Because I'm small, you put me lah. Like, so we also want to make sure that every single decision we make, we justify it that, hey, this is something that we take care of people feeling. Because they are not paid to do this, they are equally contributing to it. Although we are the face of the event, right? Because people thought, hey, this is done by you all. But the performers really do make a significant contribution to the success of the event.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's music 2024.
Yeah, it's not Kancheong 2024, not Taipei 2024. Music,
it's music 2024. That's interesting. You mean people who plan events know that how crazy planning an event can be and all the details that go into the event, and to even think about, oh, let's be careful and just about how the volunteers are feeling is something very interesting and that you also take note of. Right?
Yeah. Then we also want to make sure that of course the people who attend they are also of a very high priority. So we also went there to scout on the event to see whether do we open up the outside? Do we sell tickets for the outside? Because technically speaking, can you see the thing from the outside? You can, but the experience is not going to be as nice as the inside.
Right. So the inside is the stage, and then there are seats inside. Yeah. Then there's outdoor sittings as well. Yeah. They can see through the glass lah. Yeah. But the experience not.
Yeah. And then how do we do VIP tables? I think VIP tables and VIP concepts are also something that we have to really curate, because not everybody can have the same space in terms of the VIP.
Yes.
Like you can mark this table as a VIP table, but like
the position of the table, where the speakers are to that person.
Exactly. So we try our best to, I mean, it's not perfect given the constraint, right? But we try our best to cater that, okay, this one I think best suited here, this one, and so on and so forth. But they were very nice. I mean, if there were any feedbacks, I didn't get any. Because with regards to the VIP table, they were, I think most of the performers, not say most, all of the performers that had a VIP table, they were all very understanding, and the community was a very nice community. But it will be very different if we were to host it as a for-profit, I feel lah. Because
oh wait, some context here. So Music 2024 was like $1 per ticket.
Yeah, $1.
Right. So that's why it's not considered for-profit. In fact, there was money poured into it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So thanks for the context. So if it's for profit, then it depends on how we position it to the performers. If we position to the performers that they are just an artist that comes and perform, that means it's a gig for them, then they have no say in anything. That is also one way of, I feel like that's also one way of, that means they are really just here as a MC, as a gig.
As a vendor.
Yeah, as a vendor, yeah, that would be the right word. Or they are here as part of the organizer, which means that they get to make decisions as well. So one of the few decisions that we sort of have to, I think Economic Rice was super gracious now, because he also cut his own time as a performer, so that because there was not enough time slots. So that's why he merged his time slot together with like Little Woo Woo, Little Forest, and Wheeler.
So he was playing the guitar, right, for Little Forest, and then he was playing the guitar for Wheeler. So that's how he merged in.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because there was one, he planned, then he said, bro, cannot, no time. Then he said, okay, never mind, take out my own.
So that's very gracious actually. Actually, the event overrun also.
Yes, the event
so
overrun.
if he didn't do that, right?
Yeah, very tough. It will be very tough. To manage the time, it will be very difficult.
Yeah.
And from I think Zuni was helping with the registration as well. So we were also a little bit stern. I think I shared this now. We were a bit stern on non-entrance of people without tickets. So we shared our stream. There were people who supported Don. The guy was super respectful lah. But he didn't have a ticket because the ticket was sold on the platform for PTX. So he joined the group thinking that joining the group equals to buying a ticket.
Oh.
Yeah. Then
so click wrong.
Yeah, I clicked wrong. So he didn't have the ticket. And when he came to the event, we told him, say, if you don't have ticket, you can only be outside lah. And if you want makan, if you want food, you want drinks, you order yourself. So he was okay. He was very respectful. But in order to maintain the high integrity and standard lah, actually my pastor came.
Your pastor?
My pastor came to come and crash the event because he know that I was hosting the event.
Okay.
But it's my
That's
fault.
very nice actually.
Yeah, it's my fault because I didn't. I told them in January that I'm going to host this, but the tickets are precious, ma.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to invite my friends and family just so that they can enjoy. I wanted it to be a Twitch event. So if the person is not involved in Twitch, then I don't think this is the right person that will. You don't want. Okay, imagine you go to the event. Music event, and I feel this type of small thing makes a difference. You go to the music event, you see half of the people is people you don't know, and not even from Twitch.
Yeah.
Then you will feel like,
what kind of event is this?
Yeah,
is
what's
it really a
going on?
Twitch event?
Yeah. So we also purposely didn't, at least for the organizers we never invite our personal friends and family to join The only friends and family I invite is very at least they don't Twitch. They are active in Twitch. So my pastor came. I denied entry for her. So she had to sit outside.
Okay.
So I felt that helped a very high standard on, if I can deny my own pastor to come for the event, to go in, right, to not break the rules, then who else can argue?
Yeah.
So I think this type of high standard has to be set for events. If the organizer, then there's also free drinks for the event, right?
Yes.
So because she didn't have ticket, I have to pay money to order drinks for her.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. But it was very nice that she came also, right?
Yeah, it was super. It was a very thoughtful thing.
Yeah, very thoughtful thing. Yeah. So just now earlier, the it was not for profit, and then you're doing this out of your own time as well. So why do you want to plan such an event?
I think Cai Peng pitched the idea to us. Economic Rice pitched the right idea to me. Then I told him that, hey, actually this idea is not a bad idea because we are older than most people. For lack of a better word, we are older than most people. This also means that we have more life experience.
Yeah.
For him, I had zero doubt that he can run the day's event. I didn't care. He got sometimes share, hey, this one, do this one. It's static. To me, it's here in. I don't understand what he's
okay,
saying.
can.
Well done, you just do, yes. Yeah, but I care about more on the image. I care about the attendance. I care about driving attendance to the event. But on the day itself, my job is really just to make sure people come. Then having a fun time, having a smooth event is really his job lah. So I think we work very well in that aspect. Why we want to do this is because me and Economic Rise, we are not big streamers. We are not big people. We are not famous people on Twitch also lah. We have a few friends, friends here, yeah.
Hey.
But we are not big streamers. So we also wanted to show that you don't have to be big streamers in order for you to do an event like this. Yeah. So I thought that was quite a good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
So we
interesting.
want to inspire people that if they have other activities they want to do, don't have to think, oh, am I big? Am I big enough to do this? No, you can rally people, and I think through the rallying, it spurs community spirit.
Right. So I sense there's some passion for like Twitch for you. Is there any like reason for that?
I think Twitch community, the people from Twitch communities are generally nicer, so they come back. So when I see a username, at least, when I view a username, I know it is really a real person. Like I speak with the person after a while. Unlike some other social platforms, I mean, I don't know, because I'm not on other social platforms, at least publicly. But I feel that it is less anonymous than other social platforms. The level, the deepness of interaction is a lot more in Twitch, which holds people accountable also. I feel it holds people accountable. Yeah.
So that's what drives you to feel like, this is something worth building, something worth pushing towards.
And I feel for the younger generation at least, maybe content creation might be really a viable, I don't know but it might be really a viable route. More than my generation when I was growing up.
Oh, okay.
So when I was growing up, this was never an option. Yeah, because there was firstly no platform to do this.
Friendster.
Bro, Friendster, you just post on the wall only. That's as much interaction as you need.
Just kidding.
And Friendster, do you know Friendster was not even a wall, no? Friendster is like, you need to post a testimony. It's called a testimony.
Okay. Yeah. So sorry, I interrupted you.
So I don't know, but I'm very fortunate that, to be honest, I'm very fortunate that I am not, I didn't grow up in the era, so I'm not tempted to do content creation before my financial stability is there. So I feel that is also a blessing for me.
Right. So if it was there, you would have tried.
Yeah, and then probably my career trajectory of my career will probably be different. Good or bad, I don't know, but it will definitely be different.
I think now it's not bad. We got Music24, so. Yeah.
So sometimes I tell my children also, if you really want to do content creation, you must also make sure that you want to do whatever you want to do. And I'm not saying, I'm not looking down on other professions, right?
Yeah.
When I say this, it sounds like looking down, but I feel that there is a lot of things that can be done, but it will be so much easier to do it if you are financially stable. Like there is so much less stress to do something that you're passionate about if you are financially stable.
You can make decisions based on like your own passion, your own drive, instead of, I need to do this for money, I need to do this to support my life.
Yeah. Right. So I sell guitars on Carousel, right?
Oh?
Yeah, so my rating on Carousel, I have 200 plus rating
Yeah.
Of which my lowest rating is a 4-star rating. Okay, lowest rating.
Okay, why?
4-star, 4-star, and that's because my wife shares my account and we she sell back. But so for the guitar, I think I have never gotten less than a 5-star rating before for Carousel. But it's not a big achievement, but it's still an achievement because when I do guitar business, I am not afraid to lose money to do a deal. So for example, if I sell you a guitar, right?
Yeah.
In order to make you happy, what do? I'll give you free strings. I'll give you a free bag. It's not within, we already agreed, We already agreed you want to buy a bag, you buy the guitar. But I say, okay, since you come all the way, I give you a free string. Since you come all the way, I give you a free tuner. Wow. But I can do this because financially, not say financially I'm stable, but because I feel that I'm not dependent on every cent and penny on this. So when I do the business, I feel happier. It's not that I don't make money, I still make. But I make lesser. But I don't have to be worried. Everything has to...
So I can't give this 10-cent thing just because
it eats into my profit.
Yeah.
So, and there are people who have spoken to me with regards to buying guitar, right? And I don't upsell them. I say that, hey, if this is your budget, this is better for you. I make more, I make less, doesn't matter. But at least I know that the person is a happy customer. Then they refer customer to me also.
That's true.
Then long-term wise, I built a base. So I have school teachers, like music school teachers that buy guitar from me. I have people who service guitar that they buy from me also. So they own guitar shops on. They also buy.
Wow.
Because they say, hey, this one interesting. Then I have people that come to my channel, not channel lah, come to my posting and ask me question to appraise their guitar without. So they just come and ask, hey, like advice, hey, this one how much will this be worth? Then like I say, okay, no, this amount I give the range. I say this is the range. Then say, okay, God. Then with no expectation for sales one. So then they say, okay, thank you, God bless. I add no story. But you can't do this if every single thing you just think about closing sales.
It's like, oh, hey, where you going? You come and buy from me.
Yeah, that is very painful, and people can sense the desperation also.
Yeah, once they sense the desperation,
That's it really. Yeah,
Yeah,
do.
I got share in my video also. Yeah, I do sales lah. So I kind of understand this point of view. Like when in sales, right, when you're not hitting your KPI, it gets worse on you.
Yeah.
So that's something that salespeople have to manage lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I sense there's a lot of like passion in the Twitch community and like the way you run the event, everything. It sounds everything comes out of passion, and we also understand the reason behind our passion. But I also want to know like, what do you hope to see in the future of this Singapore Twitch community?
Okay, so if there's various communities that spawn based out of different genre, I think it will be very good. So for example, right, if there's a RL community, there is a Overwatch community, there's a Maple community, Magic the Gathering community.
Yeah.
Then at least if there is a content creator that wants to start in that different genre, the person don't have to start alone. The person can assimilate into the community and maybe grow together with, and then there's more collab opportunities as well.
Right. I think in a sense also, people who want to grow, they can find the support they need to grow.
Yeah, and they know what are the right things to do, what are the wrong things to do, not so nice things to do. Like, for example, I'm not a very expert in RL lah, but I guess there are things that you should do or should not do in RL, right? So maybe that should be relevant, or that should, because you just take one person to spoil the market for everybody.
Right.
So maybe some guidelines or some rules might be good lah.
Yeah.
And also not for the people who are mature, but more for the people who are younger. That means the people who are exposed to this since young and they want to explore the possible route of creating content either for fun or for as a career, right? At least there's already some precedents and some guidelines on what should or should not be done.
Because maybe they are young, maybe they don't have the experience yet to know what to do exactly on stream. Yeah. It's very important to know, like, because you're live all the time, when you turn on the OBS or when you turn on your stream. So it's very important to like know what to say, how to say, make sure that there's
protect yourself.
Protect yourself.
You protect the people around you. That's very important.
Right. So would you say that you hope to see the Twitch community grow big and grow wholesomely? Or how would you put that?
I feel that the wholesome. Okay, so I feel that at least the people who watch my channel is pretty wholesome lah. I mean, but I don't think that is expected of every community, and I don't think that is realistic, or that is something that, I mean, to be honest, not say I enjoy unwholesome content, but I feel sometimes it's quite enjoyable ma. But there should be guidelines and limits on at least what to do and what not to do lah.
Right.
So for example, stalking people is definitely not okay.
Yeah.
But not everybody understands this. Like for example, some of the channels, I don't name which channels, right?
Yeah.
It is okay to tease a streamer or disturb the streamer if you are close with the streamer.
Yeah.
But it is not okay if you don't know the person. Like you wouldn't walk up to a random person and start to So but this type of, I feel that this type of not say rules but this type of engagement has not been
established.
And I draw the comparison in terms of I don't know the people who are watching or you all, right, whether you grew up in an era without group chats. So this is a grandmother story, okay?
How grandmother? Pager or?
No, like group chat is a very, very interesting social evolution that spawned with no guidelines. So when first, during my era was WhatsApp group chat. Who tell you that you are not supposed to spam in WhatsApp group chat? Nobody. So when group chat first came out, nobody knew that there was a social impact in the event that you keep spamming. Until suddenly people start to say, "Hey, why this one so noisy?" Then they start to. But last time when the group chats first came about, everybody added everybody in group chat.
Yeah.
And group chat was a super big thing. But now, you need to sometimes ask permission with people. Hey, is it okay I add you in the group chat?
True.
But
they can add the person anyway, but because of this like social establishment that they...
So I feel that is just a very simple example of social construct that we live in, right? And that across time, people understood. But maybe that is not as prevalent in a streamer to viewer relationship or streamer to streamer relationship yet. So maybe that guideline should be better, well regulated and established. I think that will help everybody actually.
Yeah, so I also do stream. So sometimes when new people come in, they don't understand the vibe of the stream. Sometimes the way they talk, it does not fit into the vibe of the stream.
Yeah.
And as a streamer, you also don't know like what to do or what to say. So it gives us a very awkward situation between behind the camera and the person on the keyboard or on the computer. So I think this is a
moderators. In terms of this one, moderators really help. Really. Kudos to all the moderators. I think they really do a good job in protecting streamers because there are some things that really you need moderators to help you.
Very true, very true. So in the Twitch community, right? We often see you like subbing a lot.
Not true lah.
Give subs. Bro, you give subs a lot.
That's my twin.
That's your twin.
21.
So like, is there any reason why you want to, show this generosity?
I think I'm in a good place in life lah. Firstly, I don't know how to put this so that I'm not arrogant, but I don't need to. I'm in the place of life that I don't borrow to do this. That's the first establishment, right? It is something that I can. So that is and that's very important as well. I won't support, or I cannot support if I cannot. So that's the first thing. And I also want to prove to people that you can, like, job is still job, having a career, like having the ability to provide for the family is also very, very important. Before you help others, you have to take care of yourself first before you take care of others. But when I give subs today, usually I do it out of supporting the streamer for content creation. So for example, like your recent
Sabaton.
Yeah, Sabaton, right? And I got this from one of the, I think these are like core experience that I sort of learned. So me and my family, we got do Hair for Hope. Last time we got do Hair for Hope. I realized the first donation is very, very important. Because last time there was once I go join American company, of which all the people there are very rich because American company, right? So my first donation was the VP of the company. So he donated $300 or $400 for my Hair for Hope. So I did a pledge also. I think the amount was $3,000, $1 for $1. So I want to raise $6,000. I will, for every dollar that someone donate, I will match dollar for dollar, and I'm going to shave my head. So the first because the first VP donated $300, right? All subsequent donations are more than $200.
Whoa.
Because they see the first person, hey, this is the benchmark. So through this, I also feel that when I go in the stream, breaking the egg, I think you salespeople know, breaking the egg is very, very important. Yes. Once the egg is broken, then the thing can flow. So type trains are typically something that I feel is quite cool. But I also very conscious that I don't want to stretch people beyond what they can support. But if there's ever a reason to support a streamer, that is like during hype trains or when they are doing subathons or they are doing some special events or they have a dono goal, But of course, I think I speak this with a bit more conviction. I reiterate this 3 or 4 times, right? Like, don't give beyond the means. There are other ways to support a streamer. Being there, support viewing, chatting with the person, moderating. These are very active ways of supporting a streamer. Doesn't necessarily have to be monetary.
Yeah, actually viewing and talking on the stream actually helps the streamer, you know.
Typing one,
Typing
one.
hey,
Wow.
type one in chat if you want this. Typing that one, just that
Typing,
one person
wow.
type one is enough.
Yeah, really. If you say type one in chat, no one type one, huh?
And then I say for what?
Yeah, exactly. So,
What do I do next?
following a streamer, you know, this type of thing really helps. Join Discord, you know.
Yeah,
These are things that don't need money, but they really supports the streamer.
it really does. It really does. So earlier we were talking about this guitar business on Carousel. It sounds like you have you understand business in the sense. I feel like there's an inkling there.
Yeah.
Is there any reason why you are able to, you know, learn this way of doing things? Because a lot of people set up on Carousel, but they sell second-hand items and they sell it, that's it. You know, there's not really a business on there.
Yeah, so I think just talking about business, there is because of my age, I guess.
Hey, no, it's not. Age just number, bro.
I've done many, not say many business but I have done many sales related roles before, and of which a lot of my sales skills are actually inferred through like games. So like I trade a lot in NEOPETS.
NEOPETS.
Yeah, NEOPETS.
Oh, okay.
In NEOPETS, you learn how to manage a shop.
Yeah.
You know how to snipe for items.
Yeah.
Then you know how to manage cash flow because you need to buy stock. You need to make sure you have ready cash. You don't have to pay people's salary.
That's lucky.
That's the good thing. But if a good deal comes on and all your NEO points are still in stock, how do you secure the good deal? So have to have money to churn also. And it's not like you can go borrow money. It's not like you can go cash shop and get money.
I'll go to the Neo bank.
So and then I also learned how to diversify. So like different type of product range, because in NEOPETS there is also this concept called retired. So they will retire the items. So if let's say a shop is selling it, and suddenly so paintbrush used to be my go-to. I don't know whether you all know about NEOPETS now, but paintbrush used to be my go-to item for investment because when the paintbrush retires, that means they no longer produce it, and paintbrush is a consumable, so the price immediately goes up few folds. So there was a few times that I managed to bet on the right paintbrush just before they retire.
Okay.
So that created quite a fair bit of NEO points.
NEO points for you.
Yeah, then I thought, then this type of skills can be inferred. So when I started business, I also make sure that so a key concept that probably talk back to about music, right? A key concept that we know that the tickets are going to be cheap or free, right? If we were to release many tickets, there will probably not be good attendance rate because people don't think that it's precious. So we also space out the releasing of tickets, and we also release accordingly to the demand now. So the very last check-in stream, actually we also felt that actually the tickets also enough. So if you notice, very subtle, and nobody will notice all these things. But I share with you all the tea.
More tea, guys.
Tea time. During the Adria's check-in stream, Adria's, there was no tickets being released, but I think nobody realized. It was a very subtle thing that during that stream we decided that no more already.
You didn't spin the wheel.
Never.
But nobody asked.
Nobody know. We just never say. We just continue the program, then nobody know nothing. Yeah.
Bro, they enjoy the stream so much.
It's just very secret because we pivot that we gonna hype on the lucky draw. Then we never announced at all about giving away an iPad at all. Never hint, nothing. So on the stream itself, I don't know whether you all saw the thing or not, but on the stream itself, we're supposed to give out the guitar. So actually, I give the guitar photo. What effort? I go and take a photo of the guitar, and then put it in the iPad. My own personal iPad.
Okay.
So when Adria she was reviewing the thing, right? She felt the iPad, and she was like, what the heck, you guys are gonna give this? So she like paused and she asked, no, clarify first.
Wait, you all didn't prepare her for this?
Never.
But you knew she was going to touch it.
Yeah, so she touched the iPad. So then after she pulled out the iPad, then after that I say, no, actually this one just show you the photo of the guitar because guitar too big, cannot put inside. Then after that she like, oh wow, I thought you were going to give her iPad. Wow. So we went through the guitar already. Then finished already, right? Then I reached downstairs and I said, by the way, we are also giving the iPad. That was at least that was a memorable moment for me.
Wow. I think the viewers will be like, whoa,
what the heck?
Guitar, whoa. That's how they forget about the tickets.
Then nobody asked about tickets.
It's like, okay guys, thank you, bye-bye. I see. So like, okay, so in the sense you are pretty. NEOPETS is so long ago, right? When was that when you did NEOPETS?
Well, I don't know, primary school or secondary
Primary school. So you sort of got a business sense in primary school, really?
Oh yeah, I was actually, I haven't shared this with you guys, right? But actually I was caught up in school previously, summoner. I don't think it's something wrong lah, but you know, school got all those...
What do you do?
School got all those, like, not say pasamalam, but school got all those like thing that you can donate to the school.
Yes. Okay.
Then they will do flea market style. So what happened was I bought the item and then I resell the item to a friend.
Okay.
So I earned the difference lah.
Yeah.
Then the school called me up. They said that I'm not supposed to do that.
Wow.
Yeah, that summoned my parents now.
Were your parents impressed?
No lah, I don't think they were angry lah, but they were like, okay.
I'll just go through the motion.
Yeah, but I thought okay, I mean it's like willing buyer, willing seller.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense.
But I guess it was not okay in the primary school, I don't know. But since then I realized that okay, I can do business. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, was that before or after NEOPETS?
I think during
NEOPETS. You already applied it already.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. After that, were there any other like sort of these kind of business things that you did?
The rest deals. World of Warcraft also a very simple example. So World of Warcraft, I also had spent quite a fair bit of time doing the auction house. So
okay.
For World of Warcraft.
So I think maybe like what do you do at the auction house?
So I invested in the craft. So like for example, armor smith.
Yes.
So I invested in the craft. I make sure I upgraded myself so that I can craft the highest tier of weapon, armor level. Then after that, there are times that can do cornering of market.
Cornering of market, what does that mean?
So like every Tuesday, for example, everybody will get. So these are like some specifics
Okay.
Where people care about. But
I think they care, man. We need to understand your business ideas, man.
So every Tuesday there will be a bunch of upgrades for everybody because it's like a chest. Because that's the every Tuesday is a reset. So they will go to this place and they will get a chest. This also means that when the chest is released, everybody will go to the auction house and they will buy an enchantment for the item.
So that's when you sell the enchantment.
Yeah, that's where you buy out everything and you just jack up the price.
Because there's so much demand, you can just put any price you want. Pretty much.
Yeah. But you need to have the cash flow for it. Right, so
that's where you learn in NEOPETS that you need that spare so that you can do this thing.
Yeah.
Right. So that was like World of Warcraft was about secondary school, would you say?
My army times.
Army times?
More recent times, yeah.
More recent times. Yeah. So, was there anything else that out there? Like anything that's like, wow, this is super interesting that I did that's like milestone.
I think World of Warcraft is the one that more recent times more interesting. Yeah, because there is a combination between okay. So like, in order for you to craft certain things, right, like potions, for example.
Yes, let's go. Bro, let's go, man.
In order to craft potions, you need to farm herbs.
Okay.
And when you want to farm herbs, it's either you go and farm or you buy. So I start to establish like China suppliers. Are you not kidding?
Not really?
Yeah, I start to find all those China suppliers.
Yeah.
Then they will mail me COD. So I negotiate bulk price for them so that I can focus on just.
What do you mean? They mail you cash?
No, like in game.
In game.
COD.
Okay.
So that so they also earn they earn, so they sell at auction house also the same. But because I buy in bulk, I can get good pricing. Them. And then they don't have to worry about not being able to sell also.
Oh, it's really like buying from a factory.
You really. So it's really good. And so all these business skills are like, it's either you go, so when people know this can earn, what people will do is people will go there and then they do the traditional route. They will go and farm already, craft one or two. No, I'll craft thousands.
Like capture the market.
Yeah, I mean, these are just small things that I learn in. I'm not the best, but through this, I live a comfortable wildlife.
Wow. Bro, you're sitting on a golden throne in the world.
So if there's a need to do certain contents, buy BOE or whatever, like new upgrades, I'm not that scared to buy. Yeah, because I know that I have a machine that churns for me. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Right. It's either that or you go and slowly go and farm. So I think nobody recognizes that you can actually talk to suppliers and then go and bulk purchase from suppliers. I don't know, at least I'm not aware until I thought, this can be done. So there's a inferred skills.
Yeah. So, that's interesting. So then after that, you applied it on the guitar carousel account.
Yeah.
Was there any other place that you applied it on?
I think real life work, I mean, when there's a need to, then I think a lot of the skills that we learn in life are transferable. Like how to be, it's not just sales skills per se, right? But how to be respectful of people. I think these are things that, so if you know me in real life, I like to, people that I work with, I always say that, hey, if he nothing to do, they'll point at me. If he nothing to do, he will come and disturb you. But I disturb you not like disturb. I will go to the person, I will pluck out his power cable for the monitor. Then I say, hey, 没有电. Like this is the type of disturb that I like to do. I like to do then I'll move the wallet to 2 centimeters. I go to the battery of the mouse. Then I flip the battery.
Then you cannot use the mouse.
Cannot use your mouse. These are the things that I like to like. Yeah, but there is a very fine line between, and this is something I learned from Twitch, right? Because in Twitch, you are not even and this is a thing I struggle with because I'm not saying I'm boomer but I'm boomer. So first thing you meet a regular person, you ask them about their name. You ask them about their job. Ask them about family. Ask them about education, so that you know how to connect with them and what matters to them in life. Not because I want to find out, but at least I know, you are in this industry, do I have common topic with you? That's how you relate to people, right? But Twitch, you cannot even ask them their real name. You cannot ask them what they do. You cannot ask them their age. Like nothing, you cannot. The only thing you ask them is what username you have. And then what channels do you watch.
Right.
So it's harder for me, at least it was harder for me to try to understand and connect with someone. Because at least when I try to connect with someone, I try to find common grounds, right? I mean, that's how at least I try. I don't know about how other people do it. How do you do it?
I also find common grounds. I ask the person, I think in Singapore it's very common to ask, hey, you find out the name already, then you ask what do you work as? That's probably one of the first questions
you ask, right?
Or like, you're doing this, like you will notice the person doing this and do you actually like it? That kind of thing, or hobbies or something. But job is the first question.
Typically job is usually the first question, and then if you try to understand the person's age, you know what phase of life the person is at. Then you won't talk to a 18 years old the same way you talk to an 80 years old, right? It will be very different topics.
What do you think about your career 18 years old?
Exactly. So Twitch to me is the way to relate to people. I've learned quite a fair bit in these few years.
Okay, I get the sense that you also talk a lot about soft skills because you talk about Twitch and how it's established, and then like how you negotiate with your suppliers on WoW, and then also like WhatsApp group chats and how that come about. So how do you think like these kind of soft skills can actually help people along like as they are growing up, or like is there any way they can get this soft skill going?
One of the things that I don't know whether you all realize or not, but one of the things is during my first year in Twitch, I don't drop subs to Xiao Mei Mei. Like it is a intentional thing that the only person that I supported that is a Xiao Mei Mei equivalent. I'm very careful with my words. Like it's Cheryl. But if it's don't say MOBA streamer but if it's like streamer, even if I enjoy watching the stream, you know, I draw the line between supporting like sussy contents.
Right.
Because I still a Christian content creator and I'm still married ma. But now probably after I established as an uncle already, probably I have a little bit more free reign in doing what I do because people know me, they have access to me, they have access to my wife, you know. That's probably more okay. But with regards to EQ, at least I don't want to be perceived as the tikope uncle. I really do out of my way to make sure that people don't misunderstand that one. Like really. So if I want to say to someone, I love you, right? You will never see me say that to a lady. You will see me say that to a guy.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to see me say sus things, I usually say that to the guys. I will never. Yeah.
I never hear it from you before.
Yeah. But
I totally agree with that because like when I go to anime conventions and I will consider myself one of the older people in the crowd, right? So I'm very careful with like how I carry myself there as well. And then I don't take pictures with cosplayers. Right now that's my rule. I don't take pictures with female cosplayers if they, you know, unless they look like they're of age, but I was still very careful also. Right, so I don't want to perceive myself as a tikope uncle also, right? So very careful with that.
So I give you a couple of examples of the things that I've done, especially with relating to other streamers, right? That I'm also very thankful that I have support from my wife. So like you know the Cheryl Panda Party event, right? I don't know whether you know or not, but I think
we can give them context.
Yeah, so there is this Panda Party event. I wanted to do some trolling content. I just want to have fun and troll. But the picture that I printed on the face, I don't know whether you all can cut it in the thing now, but the picture I have it in the face is the, I show you like you can cut like that. It's the Cheryl's Xiao Mei Mei photo. It's the Cheryl Xiao Mei Mei photo, and it was a very big one. So I go and print there because I thought it would be funny. But the main reason why I wore it, is because my wife wore it with me. So we go there as a couple. But if she never wear, I wouldn't wear also.
Right.
So I want to make sure that people go there know that like I go in there ready to troll because my wife supports me on this. Like we really go there ready to have fun and troll So there are some streamers that I met also. Lady streamers, right? Maybe we collect stuff. And when we collect stuff that time, I also make sure that if it's the first time I'm meeting the female streamer, I'll bring my wife along. Like I'll make sure that when we collect the things that time, Mrs. Kancheong is there along. So I'm not going there to support the person just because she's a zabo. Like I will really try to I don't know how to stress this enough, but I really try to make my intentions clear.
I think I kind of understand where you're coming from. It's like the soft skills that you have also help you in a way not to self-sabotage yourself. Like you want to put yourself, not say you want to put yourself, you want to make sure that that you're perceived correctly, not as like, you know,
the right message is
there, right?
Because some people might not understand. I admit that I do give subs. You know, it's not something that is a secret. I do give subs, but when I give subs at the time, it's very hard to explain without a platform like this on the intention behind giving subs also. Sometimes it is not because I have ulterior motive, but it's hard to explain that in stream also. Like even you explain, people also don't want to understand, so the easiest way is just to prove it, to show. Or slowly taper, then once you have a little bit of, not say reputation, but people start to know you, then you can,
Right. So I think these soft skills also kind of transfer into your professional life. In a sense that, like for example, when I was in office,
Now this is your office.
Now this is my office. So there's a lot of things that you want to make sure that professionally you do correctly and things like that as well. So I guess that also helps in your professional career, right?
Definitely So one thing I understand from hosting the music event, right? So in professional life, I also host events, corporate events, okay? And corporate events are even worse. You give people free, maybe 5-course, 6-course, very nice dinner or lunch, and you invite them for the event, they might not even want to come.
Yeah.
So because that's B2B business, right?
Yeah.
Business to business deals.
Yeah.
So I start to realize that it's really not about the event, but it is about the pre-event activities that you do. So like for example, Music 2024, right? I take a little bit of pride in the pre-activity that events that me and Taipeng has done, because I think that has been executed quite well.
Yeah, actually yes, very well.
Yeah, and then we do videos for it also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do videos, we do check-in stream, we tweak the check-in streams according to what was necessary lah. So, for example, after the first one, Taipeng was the one that say, hey, why don't we invite the guests? At first, we didn't want to invite guests. There was no plans to invite guests.
Okay.
Then we invited the guests. Then, okay, I feel that invite guests was firstly easier to do. Secondly, it's more relevant as well. And then they get exposure. People will come for the event. So it fits the objective.
Yeah, so I think I want to add to that. So like when you invited the guests, because I don't know all the guests, all the artists and the guests. So when you invited them and I hop on the stream, I kind of know them a little bit more, so I can look forward to meeting them at the event.
Right?
Yeah. So
I think that helps.
Yeah. So I think earlier we mentioned a bit of how your soft skills work for the professional life and all this kind of thing also. But how? Maybe we want to know also like what your professional life is like.
So I run a cybersecurity company.
Okay.
So day to day, I handle mainly escalations. So I set direction for the company. I handle escalations.
Yeah.
Then if there's decision making, usually they come to me for advice. But I know, in terms of leadership, I don't know whether I run by, not say run by this motto, but I try to run by this motto. In terms of leadership, I try to lead by influence and not by authority. So like there are some things that can do, but you don't do because you can. You do because the people want to do also.
Right.
So like I don't know whether this will be sensitive to share or not, but in the recent like Dawn's cover competition, right?
Yes.
I don't know whether it's sensitive to share, but I made a very conscious effort to not use money to influence any decision. So I never, even if it's a joke, I also don't joke about it, because I feel that in regards to EQ, right? Like I also don't want to joke about it, because so for example, I will never joke about, you give me, bring me to the next round. I can joke about this. I can do, can don't do. You bring me to the next round, I give you 10 subs. I can joke about this, yeah. But I feel that this type of thing deals with EQ and being sensitive about the thing.
Yeah.
Not nice to do this type of thing.
Yeah, I mean like if you're talking about it as a joke in real life,
Yeah.
Yeah, but in that context, in the Twitch stream, it can be perceived very differently.
Yes. Yeah.
Then if the competition organizer say yes, like as a joke, also it can be it can create a rabbit hole of problems.
Yeah, so that's why some things deals with EQ. I really boils down to EQ as well. Just because someone can do something doesn't mean that the person should do the something.
Right. Yeah. So, okay, sorry. So like when you were a kid, you did NEOPETS, and now you're running a business. How was that like? Like how do you get from NEOPETS to business?
I think meeting people, if there's one thing that can advise, is really to go out and meet people. And then find people that you can trust, find people that has the same, for lack of a better word, same vibe as you. So I click very, very well with Taipeng because we have same vibe. If I don't know whether you all realize or not, but not say our pattern is the same, but our pattern is very similar. We don't take it very seriously. I'm very fortunate to have met Economic Rise. There are some things that we don't agree on, but at the end of the day, our mottos in life seems to be very aligned. So I think in life if you can find people like that, then especially if they are of an older age or older maturity, then they see a younger self in like me, for example, right? Then they will be out to support you.
Right, that's true. So is there how do you go and find these people?
Touch grass, meet people.
Touch grass.
Talk to people. So for example, this is a very good example, right? Agreeing to come to this podcast, I met people.
Yeah.
Well, people behind the camera, I bet them. Yeah, and then now they are forced to listen to me for 2 hours.
Yeah, especially the audio guy. Especially the audio guy.
Audio guy, which I'm not. Yeah. So they are forced to know me. Then next time, I'm very sure if they meet me, they know who I am.
Yeah.
Then next time, if they got Kang Tao, we want to work together, it's so much easier to have already built a rapport and trust already.
That's true.
Then if I suddenly approach him and say, hey, by the way, 我有这个东西, I got this one, you want to do it?
Yeah.
It's so much different.
It's true.
So informal settings of meeting people become so much more important.
So, would you say that?
Again, they kill me to say that.
So, in this sense, also, would you say that being spontaneous to like what people, like for example, when we ask you to do this, it's like we ask a favor from you also. Like,
I don't think it's a favor. I think it's the other way. You all do me a favor. You say give me something. I feel honored that I'm here, bro.
So like being spontaneous to also creates opportunities for you. Right? Would you say that?
I think I enjoy. Not say I enjoy lah, but I think it's quite cool when there's a reason why. So now I don't know you all know, but now it's like 1 a.m. We're still recording.
Yeah, we're still recording.
But I thought it would be very fun for us to record at 1 a.m. because it creates whatever lah. Let's just go and get it over and done with. Like it creates a more relaxed atmosphere lah. And then we have a common topic to talk about because our common enemy now is lack of sleep. So we have immediately bonded together already. So this is an intentional thing that I'm not sure to do. But it's very subtle. But now we have something. We don't get together in a very comfortable setting. We get together in a somewhat uncomfortable. There is a common enemy, which is time. Then tomorrow, and I tell you, like few I won't say few years now, but few months later, we will still talk about this. Wow, this guy make me cannot sleep. And that's something that you can tease me and we can have fun about, and then it breaks the barrier very well. Right? So these are just small things that I picked up along the way in life that I thought it was good to break ice now. Like good stuff to break ice.
So I think for context, we only asked Kancheong here 2 days ago, like, can we ask you for your story here? Then he said, yeah, sure, when? Then we were like, we need to check our schedule and everything. Then the conversation ended with Kancheong saying, Thursday night.
No, I said tomorrow.
Tomorrow. You said tomorrow. He was like, tomorrow. Then we were like, how about maybe Thursday? Then Kancheong was like, yes, Thursday, what time? Then it was like, then the crew were like, we end work at 10 p.m. Then Kancheong was like, okay, then after work then. Then we were like, okay. But for me, I was very excited. I really like this kind of like spontaneous thing, like, let's do it, kind of thing. Like, but it's true. I think like after a few months later, we talk about, then Kancheong asked us that 2 days before, straight away after that film already.
I think it will be fun, man. I think it will be a fun experience to do something like this.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's really fun. Yeah,
we say easier because not we edit.
We just come here and talk. Right. So like between like
so
school.
I'm tearing already because tired already. Just
the more tired, the better the memory of this. Okay, so between like you were studying, I'm assuming that you're studying. Between you're studying and then all the way to like owning the business. How do you like get there? Like
okay, so there was one day so I started as an engineer also. So I started a traditional route.
Okay, wait. What do you study?
Cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity diploma.
Uni. Yeah. So I started cybersecurity in uni. Then I came out to work. So it's a traditional path lah. But an opportunity came along where I had a chance to start a business, the cybersecurity company business with a friend. Then I think what propelled my career is really the starting of a business lah. Yeah.
So the business you started back then, it sounded like you started right after uni.
Oh no! I started maybe about 5 or 6 years later. Yeah.
6 years.
After I worked for 5 or 6 years later.
That's a very short like working for people period.
Oh yeah, but now I sort of still working for people. I tell you, it's a lie on all those people tell you hey, you know you do boss you don't work for people, all rubbish one.
Yeah.
Because if once you are a boss, you work for your employees. Yes, you have the decision making, but it's not slavery ma. They can quit on you one.
Yeah.
So you cannot nudge them. You have to motivate. You have to lead by influence. You cannot lead by authority one. So they suddenly become your boss. Yeah, you can fire them, but they also can quit. That's the first one. Second one is your customers are even bossier than your boss. Because they are the one that pays your bills.
Yeah.
So all those people who tell you, say, hey, do boss, never mind, no report to everyone. Unless you boss off.
Stop. Don't say that anymore.
Wow, very tough. Yeah, very tough. Yeah. So I felt that in some sense, working for people really has its own, not say bliss lah, has its own joy lah. You don't have to worry about next salary paycheck. Don't worry about paying suppliers,
accounts, or
yeah. Then there's a mechanism in place. Now I want to do something, I just say, hey, do. Bro, you got time to do this now. Like, if you don't have time, we can sit down and we can do together.
Right. Wait, so earlier when you were mentioning that you pull out people's monitors, was it your employees' monitors?
Yeah. I think they cannot be angry because I'm boss. But I always said, do a lot of but I guess also because we are close. Because we sort of grew up together. So in the company, we grew up together. So with my company for many years already. So maybe the feeling not mutual, but you never tell me. But I choose to think that if they stay for so long, also I'm doing something right.
Yeah,
that's what I choose to think. But maybe because outside no more opportunities. But I don't think so.
Yeah. So what was it like being a boss of a company besides managing the people, managing your clients, all this? Like, is there work-life balance? Is there how do you
work-life balance or
what do you think? Sorry.
Okay, so I feel it's this in my career, okay, and this might get me cancelled, right? But I feel this is just my school of thought, okay. If someone works an 8 to 5 job, that means they really report to office and they really go home at 6 o'clock, I will do everything in my power to make sure that after office hour, this person don't get called back. Like, that means you really, you 8 to 5 means you 8 to 5. You office like factory worker. So your time that you commit to the company is just 8 to 5. You don't be late, you don't leave early. But most of the staff that I work with now likes flexible working hours.
Yeah.
So they like to work from home. They like to maybe 2 or 3 o'clock go NTUC buy shopping.
Yeah.
Because I think we have already moved past the industrial
fixed standard.
Yeah, we are not factory workers.
Yeah.
So when I work with someone, typically I work with someone because I want them for their creative thinking, I want them for their skills, for their expertise. Not because they can come and press a button for me.
Right.
Like they have some skills that enables them to do their job.
Yeah.
So this also means that I feel that not overboard, but when there's a critical escalation at like 11 o'clock, when the number is called, then that person has to respond. But it's give and take then maybe next day get more time off or whatever, but cannot say, hey boss, 11 o'clock, sorry, like it's not my. But also company also have to set the precedence that hey, this might come. But if that thing come, it is not obligation. It's not like, oh, I do this because I will support. No, it's because it is part of the scope already because of flexible working hours. So it really depends. So I always tell my staff, like, if you want to be 8 to 5, like, no problem, we will just 8 to 5. Like, then I will hire someone to cover the scope of the after office hour. But if you want flexible working hours, then you have to be flexible with the timing also. So that deals with work-life. Why I bring up this topic, that deals with work-life balance also. Because it depends on what type of role the person is, right? In my current role, yes, now doing a podcast with you guys, right? But imagine if there's an escalation No choice also what.
Pick up the call.
Yeah, that still comes first what. I boss, so what? Like still have to, if there's escalation. But of course I make sure that in my line of work, I make many layers before it reach me. So someone else will have to answer, then they really cannot make a decision or it's really got like a building on fire. Then they have to go down. But in case like you just have to build like walls around or protocols so that you are, it's not say insulated lah. In many cases, I think, and that applies to many layers and many levels. If the person, I don't know about other companies, but as a boss, I really appreciate if the person is upfront with me on what the person wants. So like let's say the person, a staff tells me, say, hey, boss, the job is just a job to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to have more. I don't want to have less. I just want to do this one until I retire. Cannot. Can. Then I'm very happy. I know how to plan the career path for the person.
Yeah.
But if the person want to do less but want to get more, then I feel that it's a little bit unfair for the company lah. So it really depends on the person that I work with also lah.
Personality lah.
Yeah, like not just personality but capability and trust lah. I feel that is very, very important lah.
Right.
Yeah.
What about for yourself?
For myself,
Yeah. Like how is work-life balance? What about boss?
I tell you, boss, the job, I feel my time that is needed is spiky in nature. There will be times that I really nothing to do.
Yeah.
There will be times that why one day so many things to do. Because I cannot choose the timing on escalation.
Right.
So sometimes when I'm just in office, then just back to back, I don't understand why everybody just look for me.
Yeah.
But sometimes in office, why nobody I can watch? Then I can do my own thing. Yeah.
I can focus
do my
on
own admin thing. Because and I shared this with some of my colleagues as well, right? Some of the tasks that I send out to do also, let's say today I say and this is a very good example on the stream on this podcast, right? I not say I boss mode but I just say, hey, I want to do, very easy what. 我要做 3 words only, But how much backward? How much work is needed to set this up? The lines, everything.
Yeah.
So and that is true for bosses. So I feel that boss minus one level, a lot of things to do. That means one level below the boss has a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
But the boss itself, usually the scope is slightly different in terms of the time. The time is set for company direction. Time is set for external networking. It's slightly different than day-to-day operation.
That's true. Some events are very important for networking and getting clients in, so you have to do it after office hours. Yeah. So you don't really follow office hours, and you really follow like how the ebb and flow of the business activities.
Yep.
I like. Okay, so
it's possible.
Okay, so we understand about your professional life already, and there's like some boss activities that you need to do. Boss activities, bro, like business activities, right? So like we were mentioning about networking earlier, so
yes.
I want to get back to that again.
Okay.
Because networking, I've been to networking events as a salesperson before. When I first went to a networking event, it was so awkward, man. It was so awkward. Everybody was already standing in circles, and like, how do I approach this?
Okay.
How do I get to this person?
Okay.
Like, how do you have any advice?
So I have done many networking events. Okay, make a guess. Do you think I like to do?
I think nobody likes networking events.
And do you think the people there also know that? People know that nobody likes to do.
I think they do as well.
They do, right?
Yeah.
So that's a common ground already. That already start as a common ground already.
So how do you?
So okay, I have this rule. Okay, not say rule lah. Okay, there are purpose people that So recently I attended a networking event. Not really networking event but I went for a vendor event, and so on and so forth. I know there are certain people that I need to talk to. So that's phase one. So that's objective. The objective is for me to connect with these people. If I already know these are people that I want to talk to, I will make effort to find a chance. I will build and I'll say, okay, these people I'll need to talk to, I'll go and approach them. Just approach them because these are purpose. And if I need to talk to this person, probably I already know the background of the person, right?
Check LinkedIn
or why I need to talk to these people. So there's two groups of people during networking that you will want to know. Okay. One group is the people that you already know. So you want to connect with them because there's a need to connect with them.
Yeah.
So that's the first group, purpose one. But there is also another group that you don't know who are they. And then they just happen to stand around you, of which you have to small talk them. Okay? And this is the life-changing advice I give you all. Okay?
Let's go.
Life-changing advice. You don't have to be so stressed about that. You just have to do 1 or 2. Enough already.
Okay.
So the event got 100, 200 people. Don't care. You just find 1 or 2 random person to talk to. You build a connection with 1 or 2. It's enough already.
So what you're saying is, it's not the quantity of connections, it's the quality of
I feel this is my own. I mean, other people might have other ways to do it, right? They will excuse themselves, they will go to what, they will become social butterfly. But I'm an introvert,
Yeah.
So I feel, not say I feel very stressed, but I feel stressed when I have to purposely go and talk to a lot of people. So usually if you sit in the table, especially networking that has table style, you just talk to the person on your right, on your left. Very difficult, man.
Yeah.
There are 2 persons here.
Wait, what do you say when you talk? Like, hey, how's the...
No, ask them. Hey, where you come from? Like, then you exchange business card. Let's say it's really a professional setting, right? Exchange business card. Ask them what they're doing.
I mean, like, it's already expected.
Yeah, they already expect one. They won't ask you, hey, why you ask me that question? They sit down on the table with you means that they are like, okay, come talk to me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so they already expect that already. It's not like you are walking up to a random stranger on the street and you ask them, what do you do?
What do you do for a living?
Yeah, exactly. Like, these people already expect that the very fact that they are there means they are expected to be chatted up.
That's true.
So with that mentality in mind, and with the mentality that if you get 1 or 2 is enough, you get more is a bonus,
Yeah.
then it becomes very relaxed already. So when you go and talk to your 3rd or 4th, you don't want to entertain me, never mind lah. I already have my KPI done already.
Right.
So, and you just talk to the people on the left and on the right. Then if you see people, there are I feel there are small tricks that I use lah. And like if let's say someone is holding a drink,
Yeah.
ask people, hey, where you get this drink from?
Ah.
Like then, and if let's say someone, so I actually mirror some of the mentors that I work with also. So let's say now we are chatting like that, right? And we are both in a networking event. I met you in a networking event, we are chatting like that. And he's very smart. What he will do is he will slowly pivot. He will turn. Because his
Body
purpose is
language.
also to talk to other people.
Ah.
So he will turn. He will turn until we are both
Side by side.
back facing the wall.
Back facing the wall.
Both of us. So we are just
So
side
we
by
are
side.
like that.
Yes. Then he will chat with me like that. So that it allows people to cut in and join.
Right.
So when I talk to people, and I want to be introduced to other people, or I want to like, okay, yes, we are friends, we are here to chat. But our purpose is also to talk to other people that are in the networking event, right? Then I will also start to move my body so that it creates space for people to join.
Right.
But if let's say the people are already in a group, this is something that I don't use often now, but if people are already in a group, I will ask, and they're all like very chatty or all already very engaged,
Very
right?
warm already.
Yeah, I will ask someone that I know, can you introduce me into like this person? What are they talking about?
Right.
Yeah. So usually, I feel like networking events, I'm not the most pro, but if you set the condition correct, you don't need to have many, you just have 1 or 2 meaningful ones. It's more important that you know so what if you know everybody in the event? So what?
Right.
But it's the same with, so moving back to music, right?
Yeah.
Music 2024, it is the same. I treat it like a networking event. There are also purpose people that I reach out and I talk to them. Like there are also people who I also don't know who are they, but they happen to be around me, so I talk to them. So you must clearly identify which are the people who like you are there to meet versus who are the people that you by the way want to meet. Don't be stressed about both, like
Just be intentional.
for all those people you want to meet, usually you will have an agenda.
Yeah.
Like you will say, hey, I want to meet you because I just want to introduce myself, this is what I do,
Be transparent about it as well.
And then if let's say I go to an event, right, and I'm new, I'll be very upfront. Hey, sorry, I'm new to this. I really don't know. Like, but I know you are the big brother. Then
So let's introduce and let's talk.
I know that I have to come and ting a bit. I joke about it lah. Like, hey, I know I have to come. You are the host for this one, right? Yeah. Just want to introduce myself.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, what do you do after the networking event? Like you establish the connection with the person already, right? Like 1 or 2 quality connections. Do you like go out for coffee? What do you do?
So it depends. In at least for my professional setting, people buy or people work with me because they know that we can deliver, not because we are best friends with them.
Right.
So that creates a very important part about career, and like I think that at the end of the day, right, everybody has a primary task to fulfill. So for me, because I run a company, I only have one task only. One primary task is to make sure that the company makes money.
Right.
If I cannot make sure that the company makes money, like I cannot feed my staff, every other thing I can be the nicest guy in the world, but it's not relevant anymore already.
Yeah.
Because the company cannot sustain.
So what's the point of?
Yeah, then there's no company already. So I have one job. So, but how to achieve the job has many different steps now, very many different layers, many different steps. But in the same way, if someone is an engineer, let's say someone is a marketing person, the primary role is to deliver for the organization is very, very important. So if let's say the person is an engineer, must make sure that the person can deliver, can deploy, technically sound, If technically not sound, people management skills very good. So I think that is very, very important with regards to the primary role. There will be a lot of people that will ask you to do additional things.
Yeah.
But if the person can't even deliver on primary role, then
what's the point?
yeah.
Right. So, sorry, were you about to say something?
No, so I draw a comparison back to music. Okay.
Yeah.
My primary role, or at least I profess my primary role is to get people to go to the event. So if people don't go to the event, I failed my task. I can be whatever I want, but if people don't go, I failed my task. Economic rise primary role is to execute the day, or at least that eventually is how we sort of segregate. He can be the best musician in the world. He can be the nicest person in the world.
Yeah.
But on the day itself, he cannot execute. Also like that.
Yeah.
So there will be other tasks, but the primary task you must do well.
Right. So I think it's very interesting to talk about networking, and in terms of business networking, bring you to different people and how you can help each other out based on the primary roles that that you find out about this person. Do you think how can this be translated into what we said earlier about building Twitch communities, sub-communities?
Okay. Yeah.
Because let's say if there's no networking event, because there is almost not like business you can almost every weekend you have a different kind of networking possible. But in terms of Twitch, how do you even network if there's no event?
Understand. Twitch is a lot easier to network if you ask me.
Okay.
Because the people are more vulnerable and more open. So like a streamer, right? When the person stream, the person is there already, cannot run away. They cannot go to another place. The person is there.
Yeah.
The person choose to respond to you definitely is the person's prerogative.
Yeah.
But it's the same, right? In real life, in networking events, or the person also can choose to respond to you or not. It depends on your engagement skills with the person. Depends on how sincere you are, whether it's that common ground, whether is it. Let's think of it. This is something I thought on the spot. Okay, just think of it like a networking event. In Twitch, there are also people that you purposely want to meet. You know there's a purpose, and there are people that you browse as a channel. These are also people that is on the left and on the right.
Yeah.
So how do you meet both?
That is true.
How do you meet the people that not say by the way you don't know that so browsing the channels to network is also a thing. So you don't have to browse all the channels in the world. You just have to browse one or two.
Right.
You just have to make purpose connection with one or two. You can vibe with the person, then
it's good to go.
Continue. So I think the networking for Twitch is so much easier than real life.
So can I put it this way? Let's say I want to play Helldivers 2, right? But then I don't have a community to play with. Every time I play alone on stream. Then I will go and look for streamers who play Helldivers 2 as well. Then start making connections with them and talk to them, and then start inviting them into the game, or they invite us into the game as well. Me into the game. Is that something?
You got half the story right.
Okay, what's the other half?
The other half is you must have something that people want also.
Right.
So for example, you talked about Helldiver, right? Why would they want to play with you? Imagine you are a very established player already.
Yeah.
That I don't know about Helldiver lah, but for example, if regards to Helldiver, you already grind, you already do your duty, right? You clear a quest, you already hit a certain level. If they invite you, they will clear their content easier. Why would they not want to invite you? But if you go with the intention of, oh, I just want to be carried, then it deals with a bit different dynamics already, right? But if let's say you are a top 100 in the server, I don't know how does it work lah, but if let's say you're top 100 in the server, you go, you say, hey, this is my username. Why won't people...
Hey, come,
yeah. So, and then you don't even need to know the community. It deals with the left and right again, right? If you have something that people want, then okay, then people will be more inclined to network with you also, right?
Right.
If not, then you just very open now. You're just very open that, hey, I'm very new, but like can I join? Like, then you need to create value in other ways now. Maybe you're more entertaining, or like, I don't know lah. Like that's with stream culture, right? Like you must give them something back in return for being carried lah.
Right. Then what about like this got me thinking a little bit. Let's say if you're a streamer and you're like maybe 10, 20 viewers, pretty decent, but you want to speak to this streamer that's like 100 viewers, 200 viewers, 300 viewers. You know, how would you approach that subject? Because it can be quite a daunting thing, although maybe like behind the screen, the streamer is a pretty nice person. But seeing that viewer count, you'll be like, oh, this is a big streamer, maybe I shouldn't talk to him.
I think it varies, I think the answer varies streamer from streamer. See whether the background of the streamer. So I give you a big streamer that I feel is super nice one. Super KK. Super KK very big one.
Yeah.
But she also very down to earth, also very nice one.
Yeah.
So if like, you have to see what you can give, not say what you can give in return, but I think some of the relationship building really takes time. You don't go in and then immediately expect 100% of that, because there's so much people, right?
Yeah.
But if you have been constantly in the community, people also know whether you are there for ulterior motive or not. If you genuinely enjoy the content and you start to chat with the people around, people also know who you are. Why is that a bad thing? Like, you must enjoy doing this then do lah. But if you go there with the purpose of, oh, I want to tap on your, then I think the motive is people sense it and people will be very irked by it lah.
I mean, people do know lah.
People know one. Like, so if you go there with no ill intention, people really want to, like, you really go there with the intention that you want to enjoy their content. By the way, you want to know who is their community, enjoy their content. Then people also sense it and people are more inclined to respond. Unless you have something to give back lah. Like, that is not part of the stream. So like, for example, your Helldiver example, right? You can be
number one.
Yeah, if you are number one, of course people will be more inclined to, you can be a small streamer, but it doesn't matter, because if the number one Helldiver person, there's very big content, maybe he streams it, by the way, then you are the number one, of course, why wouldn't he invite you?
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I think that's external to just the streaming. I think that applies to a lot of things in life.
Drink water. Water break.
Makes sense lah.
I think it makes sense because like I feel like, you know, when I'm of a certain age already, so I kind of understand, like, I work for networking events and everything, so I kind of understand like this soft skill culture, the soft skill thing, and how it works and everything. So you don't want to be like too, you don't want to be the person who's like going up to a thousand, maybe 1,000 viewers and say, hey, collab with me on this new TikTok.
Let me show you my link. That's the fastest way.
Listen to my new song.
Fastest way to get cancelled.
Yeah, so I think like, I understand that, but maybe when I was younger, if I took myself out of this context now, and then I put myself like, when I was 13 years old, if I was 13 years old and I started streaming, I probably wouldn't know. I'd probably be like, So I think what you shared earlier is quite important. Though it seems like maybe at this age, you know, it's like, don't do that.
But this is not, I mean, honestly speaking, I'm not a big streamer also. So this is my way of doing things lah. But there might be people who do this and then they get viral. You know, I also don't know. Like, and that's power to them, and that's their. I'm not an expert in this, but this is the way that I know how to do. I know how to treat people with respect.
Yeah.
I know how to push their buttons a little bit. It's funny, I know how to push their buttons.
Which is why we're here now. It's 2 a.m.
And I think that creates, because every time there's a lot of times where I deal with streamers, right, on private setting. I say that the nice thing about streams it is not the stream. The nice thing about streams is that it's temporal. Everybody will move on in life.
Yeah,
it's just
true.
when only. Tomorrow you watch the streamer, tomorrow might be the last day of the stream.
That's true.
And that creates the beauty, the temporal part of it creates the beauty of the stream.
Yep.
So I always thought that, it's quite cool that it's just a phase of life that we will just move on eventually from.
Yeah, I think that's very true because I experienced it. I was streaming 2 years ago, then I took a 1 year break. When I came back, a lot of the people I knew were not there anymore. Just that 1 year was enough already. Yeah. So I think it's a very magical thing. Right. And then I established new connections, which is why I'm here with you.
Yeah.
And with Zuni, I didn't know them before I took the break.
I actually, so what I do in my YouTube channel is that I commission people to create short videos of my stream. So at least if all the VODs are gone, everything is gone, I still have a private, some public collection of what I have done. Yeah. So I told Cai Peng this also. I told Economic West this, why I want to do the video for the check-in streams, at least for the summary video, is because after all is said and done, these are the only thing that is left. Like 2 years, 5 years, 6 years down the road, nobody remember the actual event really.
Yeah, that's true.
They remember the check-in stream, and they will remember the final check-in stream that I'm commissioning someone to do. So these are the things that will sort of
last
longer than
the memory itself.
Yeah. So like this podcast,
gonna last forever. So yeah, I think like that's very interesting tips to share on like networking and like how that can apply in streaming as well, and possibly in other parts of life as well, right? When you talk to people, when you approach people in an awkward setting, it could help like starting a small topic as well. Yeah. So I understand that this is your professional life, and then you stream. And then sometimes in your professional life, you take time in the evenings or after office hours, right?
Yeah.
So how do you spend time with your family?
With my family, so my wife is a super mom. I mean, really, really so I think it will get me cancer again, but I don't care. Like my character is this, I am, not say MCP, but I'm a very traditional Chinese man.
Yeah.
I provide food on the table. My wife takes care of the family. So they can live, I think, and that's with most of the things that I do in life as well. I can take myself out of the equation. At least that's what I try to do. I can take myself out of the equation, and the ecosystem should run without me. So with my family life also, like day-to-day activities, like maybe sending the kids to tuition, bring them for enrichment, I can don't go. And I purposely built, not say purposely built, but I built this so that in the event that the primary caregiver, which is my wife, is unavailable, at least I'm there to sub. But in the event that it is always I do, for example, it's always I do, and if I suddenly not available, I'm not sure whether people can sub for me.
Right.
But I'm sure that I can sub for people. Because I can control the time, and then I know that, okay, this is something that is important, I'll do this. So in most of the things that I do, especially raising my children, not say I am hands off, but I spend more time, like with my daughter at least, we have Minecraft server.
You have a Minecraft server together?
Yeah, we have a Minecraft server.
Whoa. So wait, how long has that been going on?
Now we just renew only.
Renew.
So she actually play this mod called All the Mods, ATM.
Okay.
So it's a mod, right? Minecraft mods. Then she played, then she was a bit scared because got the monster. Then I said, okay let's go and rent a server and go and
fight this monster.
Yeah, then we build a house, then we invite people from the Discord community to join also.
Oh.
Right. They are actually in, so they build very nice castle now.
In your
Zuni.
Zuni is in.
So we actually did. It was quite fun. Then when her friends come over, then I will play Velo with her friends.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Bro, if my dad play Velo with me, oh.
So I'll try lah. I'll try to play. I don't like Velo because I feel that it's very confusing. But I like to play FPS game. I like to play CS. I play Overwatch.
So it's still okay for you?
Yeah, I mean, so she always scold me lah. You don't know the skills of Velo one lah. You just take the gun and you shoot people only. I say, important thing is you kill people, right?
But okay, my kill death ratio, you got
So when she start a new game, I'll like one game. Bro, trust. So I connect well with my elders. Like then the younger children, we do different things with them now. But I am day-to-day activities. I do slightly less compared to my wife. Actually, not slightly less, a lot lesser. But when it's time to come as a disciplinarian, then I'm there lah. So it's they see me. It's either they very happy with me or they super scared of me. Like there's no like middle ground.
As long as they're not doing something wrong, can already.
Yeah. So we have a very very good. I guess we have a working model of segregation of duty in the household lah. And I appreciate my wife for being able to do that lah.
Right. Do you think that actually your professional life and your business sense and how you manage people actually translate into how you manage your family as well?
Wow, no.
Different.
Like you know, got class scolding from wife before.
Oh, so your wife is your boss?
No, she will say, hey, we are not your employee. She will actually tell me off before, like, hey, you not your employee.
We're not getting paid.
Because I can be quite, to be honest, I can be quite harsh lah. Because I think Zoni has worked with me before. I how to say when I want something, not say when I want something, I want it now. I feel that I'm very reasonable, but I will ask very uncomfortable questions now. So for example, if this is very simple example, right? We want to do this, I will ask, why don't do this as soon as possible? Then if let's say Thursday cannot, I'll ask why Thursday cannot. Like these are very uncomfortable questions, right? Then you need to think about why cannot. Like what? Then I will ask why, if you want to do this sooner, not later, better.
Yeah.
Like so, these are very uncomfortable questions to ask.
Yeah.
Not everybody can take it lah. Especially families, like because it's not a corporate ma.
It's a very safe environment. So it's a very different kind of environment from corporate.
But my professional life, even when I think you can ask, if you ever get a chance to talk to Cai Peng again, he will maybe also attest that I'm not the easiest person to work with. But I feel that it's very polarized now. I'm the nicest person to work with, and I will be the most difficult person to work with. It's like, polarized. Yeah.
So it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I picked up on some things you said about the uncomfortable question. Right? Is there any intention to ask this uncomfortable question? Like, what's the purpose of asking uncomfortable questions?
I think when I ask uncomfortable question, I really want to find out, like, what is the objective? So like, because a lot of times when instructions are given, they are treating symptoms, not the cause. So if I understand the objective of why something is being done, I can better relate, or I can better execute the instruction. So, but for me to understand what is the objective, typically deals with asking a little bit deeper questions that people don't want, or maybe they haven't thought through, or like for example, very very simple example. Some people know that I have an entrepreneurial background or have started business. They say they also want to start business. Very common, like 我也是要做，老板很好, very good to be a boss. Then usually if I'm close enough with the person, then I'll ask, what is your intention? Like, why you want to do this? Like, is it because you want freedom? Is it because you want money? Like what is the intention? Some of them come from good backgrounds. Some of them don't. So from there, then I understand the motivation behind. Then I can maybe if they ask me for advice, then I can guide them. Okay, this one maybe you can do like that. Also, but without asking the tougher questions, it is very difficult to understand why the person want to do the thing. Some people do own business just because they want to prove to their family that they can do it. Some people, it's not about money. Some people do it because they think that doing it will be quick buck. But so I run a business, right? I tell you, and I run many businesses before, be it online, like game business or like business. I tell you, you can never, even in I do guitar business. Let's say you have a startup capital of amount, okay? When you start to earn more money, my hand is like that, okay? When you start to earn more money, right? What happens is your liquidity actually goes smaller, but your overall net worth increases because this amount of money is used for stock. That's something that people don't understand, no? So like when I go do my guitar business, right? I earn money from the guitar business, but majority of the money is invested back into the business where I need to buy tools.
Yeah.
I need to buy spare parts. And you buy spare parts, you don't buy one. When I want to buy strings, I buy 50 strings. You don't buy just one string because 50 string better deal. But now the liquidity is in the strings already. So when will you really start to make money? Is when you realize that, okay, my base infrastructure is already up already. Whatever I earn now can start to convert into cash. But a lot of people don't recognize this one. So like, let's say someone starts a business, right? Be it car business or whatever lah. They always think that, I want to earn a quick buck. You want to earn quick buck, do freelance, don't do business.
Right.
Like there's a big difference between doing freelance versus running a business.
Yeah.
Running a business means that it has to be repeatable. It has to be long haul. You can get people to do, you can hire people to do. But gig-based, nothing wrong with gig-based economy. You still can do a single profession. So like my guitar is really not a business lah. It's a freelance job where I do it as a passion or hobby because I cannot employ people to do. It's not at that stage also.
Yeah.
But when the day come, if I can employ people to do, then it truly becomes a business.
Right.
Yeah.
So, in a sense, let's say if a person has like COVID, then the person keep coughing, you give me cough medicine also no use.
Yeah, true.
So that's the.
So that's why I usually ask, like, back to the question on the intention, right? There are two groups of people lah. People I care about and people I don't care. I mean, more practical. I'm supposed to care about everybody. Some people let me rephrase. There are two groups of people. Some people I care more. Some people I care less. If I ask questions or tough questions to the person, usually I care about the person.
Right.
I say, hey, this is really some, because some people you will just not say patronize them, but you just like, okay, I'll go for you.
Hey, that's very good.
You want to do this? Hey, good job. Try. Don't try, don't know. But like, if I really care about them and I invested in their life, then I'll start to ask tougher questions. If they can take it, they can take it. If they cannot take it, then never mind. I mean, then
you try lah.
Yeah. And the meme come out, at least you try.
At least you try. So, I as you were talking about this, I remember this. You mentioned very briefly about how your mentor was in a networking situation. Then it started getting me to think also like, how do you meet your mentor and how do you choose your mentor?
Okay.
Because it can be very, to give some context, it can be very. Mentors can be the right mentor or the wrong mentors. You know what I mean?
So I think having peers, having common people that recommend. So when I started my company, there were people who recommended mentors to me. Then until today, they are friends lah. Because after many years already, so one of them eventually become a doctor, like doctorate, go and sell company already and go and. So what he did was he recommended fellow entrepreneurs to me.
Okay.
So they were a few years, some many years ahead of my journey as an entrepreneur. So then we chatted lah. So, and I trust them enough to bounce idea on what I want to do with them. So trust with the mentor is very important. But they also provided connections. They also say that these people are like trying out. Like if you all can, you all give opportunity.
Right.
Then of course, once people give you opportunity, you don't squander the opportunity lah.
Yeah.
You break your back trying to deliver upon the promises that people give you chance to do. But I think in Singapore culture, maybe I'm lucky, right? But I feel that as a young Singaporean, if you're willing to work, people willing to give chances. People willing to give opportunity, people willing to give chance. Especially if you come out and start, and then you know that hey, like this person is really trying to make a name for the person. They're willing to take some risk and give you some opportunity on. Of course, once the opportunity given, you have to make sure that you really have to deliver. Like, then the stress is on delivering.
Right. So on one hand, when you get recommended by mentors, you get recommended mentors through entrepreneurial friends. On the other hand, you also need to be
decent. You have
decent.
To, you also have to filter and you see whether this, because there are many ways. Not say many ways. There are as a Christian.
Yeah.
There are many ways, but there's only one way. So you also have to make sure that the way that you do is right one.
Ethical.
So then it's according to. There are a lot of grey areas in life, and some grey areas doesn't deal with legality, but it deals with personality. It deals with whether there's no right or wrong. Some things are really just grey in nature. It's not like legal or not legal. It's just grey in nature.
Yeah.
Like, do you grey in nature is this. Let's say you want to chase for a deal. Do you call the customer up at 11 o'clock p.m.? Grey in nature, legal or not illegal.
Yeah, not illegal.
But it's grey in nature.
Yeah.
Like, so don't say customer may be a bit sensitive. Partner, do you call the partner at 11 o'clock? Because partners, same boat, vendor space, right?
Yeah.
So this type of thing deals with vibe, whether when you build a team or when you have choose your mentor, do they teach you similar things or not? You have to listen for yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to understand this part as well. So you get recommended mentors by entrepreneurial friends. Like entrepreneurial friends that you meet along the way, how do you even make entrepreneurial friends? Like
when you are in you are in a professional setting, you know who started their business. So I give you a very simple example. In Twitch community, Jowell is a very simple example.
Yeah.
Because you know that the person has started a business.
Yeah.
Suddenly become entrepreneur friend radio. So if let's say you want to do something, best is, I don't know whether in competition or at least in my cybersecurity line, seriously speaking, there's no competition because the competition, you are fighting a common enemy, which is the hackers, right? So that is like the corner. So everybody is working towards the same goal. So I guess in that case, and everybody do slightly different things. No two companies truly do exactly the same thing.
Yeah, if not, it's very hard to sell.
Yeah, if not, then it's just about pricing, then everybody bleed, everybody die. So usually they try to differentiate themselves a little bit. So everybody is like frenemies. Sometimes we compete, sometimes we work together.
Right.
So with that in mind, it is also easier to find a mentor like that. So if let's say like, I don't know, if you want to start something similar and you want to tap on the expertise of like, I don't know Jowell will or not, but he's just a very simple example. I just use him because he's like the common person that we all know. But you go to him with a very like, hey bro, can like help, like, you know, this is something I'll do, and it's not in direct competition with his line of business. Why won't he give you some advice and point you in the right direction?
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, then because if you become successful, you will remember who are the people that help you along the way also.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that's a good way to find mentors.
So I also want to ask, like, just now you mentioned earlier that, you know, mentor, you trust him enough, and how do you know that this person can be trusted?
Very good question. So peer review is very important, and then track record very important. Then I always feel that people can only play you out once. So if you surround yourself with people that you know you can trust, then like so for example, I'm not saying I'm very vulnerable to economic rise, but I share with him things, you know. But I trust him until he cannot be trusted. That's just the way I work.
Right.
So I feel that trust is two-way street also. So I feel that I don't know, I don't speak for him, but I feel that it's the same for him. He will trust me until I cannot be trusted.
Right. So if the person break your trust, that means the person did like a super bad thing. But if there's a reason for the person to do a bad thing,
I don't care. No, I don't know. I mean, so this deals with the black and white. I think in life there's a lot of things that is not black and white, right? Imagine today I suddenly dogs that you stay in Yishun. No, I don't know. Like you have to see the intention. You have to see like why, you know, there's a lot of factor to this also, ma. Yeah, but I feel this is, I don't know, this is a tough topic to talk about just in one podcast per se, because there is too many variables and everybody's tolerance level is slightly different, and more importantly, everybody's how to say ability to lose. Like some people can trust everybody because they have nothing to lose already.
Yeah.
But some people can trust lesser people because a billionaire not going to trust so much people because they have a lot of things to lose. Right?
Everybody's going to talk to the billionaire, right?
Yeah, so they have a lot of things to lose.
Yeah.
So I think that also becomes, so like when we relate back to streams, right? If like I'm a strong streamer, I naturally trust people a little bit more because I have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
But if not say other people grow bigger already, then they start to draw boundaries. Give you a simple example, what they will do, okay? They will start to reject DMs.
Yes.
But small streamer don't reject DM. Nobody want DM me.
DM me, please. Nobody talk to me.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody want DM me. DM me all like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like bigger streamers, it becomes a bigger problem because they have things to lose now.
Right, that's true.
Yeah, so that's why.
Okay, so like, I understand that you've done a lot of businesses along the way, including like games and like non-games, right? So I believe you have some like experience in setting up a business, right? So like, do you have any like, what is setting up a business like? Maybe we'll start there.
Setting up a business, go Accra and set up.
Oh.
Singapore set up business very easier.
Okay.
It's definitely Googleable.
Okay.
The steps to do it, you want to set up a business, I think 15 minutes you can be done already. Yeah, it's very simple for Singapore context to set up a business.
Yeah.
But do you really need to set up a business? Not. I mean, this is something that have to question, have to understand and question.
Yeah.
And there's different type of business as well. You can set up a private limited, you can set up a sole proprietor. So there's different levels. You can set up LLP, limited liability partnership. So there's different type of. Each of it also has its own pros and cons. I'll put it as pros and cons. Each of it also comes with an associated cost. So even if you don't set up a business, nothing is stopping gig-based economy today. So like if you want to do a professional job, like swimming coach, maybe, like it's life skill. Do you need to really set up a business? You have to weigh the pros and cons of it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think I also want to angle the question this way. Like, I think a lot of people there are people out there. There are people out there who want to set up a business, but they are afraid, or they think they know how to set it up, like, but they are afraid to start on this dream, embark on this adventure. Like, do you have any advice for these people? Like, what do you do?
Just do it. No.
Hey!
I feel that if someone really wants to do business, for example, have to understand the rationale why. If the purpose of setting up a business is really because want to earn a lot of money.
Yeah.
Not saying it's not possible, but that is very tough. I feel that is very tough.
Okay.
Because usually, especially at the early stages, like when I started my entrepreneur journey, I remember this very, very clearly.
Yeah.
Me and my partner, we have to go Daiso, and that's not Daiso $2.
Yeah, that's not $2.
And we have to find the cheapest glue. Glue. Because we have to paste thing. We have to go and scout. Hey, this one how many ml? Because every dollar counts.
Yeah.
So and then we have to share one stapler. Like it's very courteous, but not everybody understand or want to go through this.
Yeah.
So in order to go through that process, that is not the motivation to earn a lot of money. Like people will get discouraged because how come I'm supposed to earn more, but then
why am I suffering?
Yeah, why I now need to live this life where I actually can go back to corporate and earn this amount? Then people become discouraged on this.
Right. So what you're saying is like, correct me if I'm wrong, but what you're saying is like, wanting to earn a lot of money is not a wrong thing, but it will not be the motivational factor at the end of the day.
If that is the main motivation, I feel that unless the person is willing to gut through the initial phase, or the person come for money, then it's different. But if not, the motivation to want to earn a lot of money very fast will burn out already.
Right.
then people were like, maybe it's better for me to just go back to
Full-time job.
full-time job than the comfort of a fixed salary,
Yeah, everything is set for you.
Yeah. So, but if let's say the person want to not be bounded by corporate rules,
Yeah.
then I want to be want to be my own boss because I feel that I can do better.
Yeah.
Then that's a
Good motivation.
that's a I won't say good lah. That's a decent motivation. Then it builds with question like, do the person really have a niche, either product or skill set that the market needs? So actually, a lot of things not 1 and 0. You can potentially do a side hustle before committing in the side hustle. So, and that is something that I feel that if possible should also, I will recommend other people to do also, provided it's within the bounds of their employment contract I mean, I want to caveat this because some people don't allow moonlighting, but if you can do a side hustle, you know who are the target audience that you can reach out to. Something's not overnight something really requires time to build.
Yeah.
So if you can build that and to a point that it can take over or maintain your salary that you come from like a salary worker, then probably that might be a good fit rather than immediately go out and don't do it, I don't want to do tomorrow I want to.
Tomorrow I boss.
Tomorrow I boss. Bro.
It's not gonna work out.
Yeah, I feel that there are definitely outliners that can do that.
Yes.
But how many outliners that can be lah?
Yeah. So like, all or nothing can be a bad thing, right? Like if you're giving up everything just to do this one thing can be a bad thing. So is that it?
I think it depends on the person's. Yes and no. It depends on the person's character. I have friends that I've seen that are now super successful. I think drive multiple Lamborghinis. That type of crazy successful crazy success. But he's successful because he's that type of person that when he lands on the island, a new island, he burns the boat.
Oh.
That type of really super driven. But how many of this type of people you know? Yeah, but he really successful because he can do that
Right.
He's really the type like this is my only way out. Like the only way is forward. But how many people really can do that?
Very hard.
Yeah, it's very hard. I also cannot.
So what motivated you
To do what?
you drink water first?
Oh. Motivated me to drink water.
Yeah. The thirst. Motivated you to start your company?
Naive and stupid. Really.
Okay.
I feel that now if I knew the things that I know now, I will think a long time. I'm not saying that I never reap the rewards, I do. But there was so many times where I say, bro, we just call it quits. So many times.
Yeah.
It's like streaming journey
Right.
So many times, don't want to do it.
I hear that a lot also from like business owners when they reach a point where they can share their experience as a business owner. They always say like, I thought about this many times about quitting this entire thing altogether and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But how do you get through that? Like you're already in the mindset. I feel like maybe it's time to shut this down.
So I share with you another life-destroying advice.
Life-destroying. Let's go.
It's not even life-changing. It's life-destroying. And this is something that my mentor tell me last time.
Okay.
He tell me say you do business okay. You're not scared if you make money. Okay. You are not scared if you lose money. That's his exact words. Like I'm confused You are scared when you barely make enough. So you are not scared when you make money.
Yeah.
You are not scared when you lose money.
Yeah.
You are scared when you barely make enough.
You're not sure what to do.
Because there are people who depend on you, including your staff, including the suppliers, including the customers. You cannot close the business.
Yeah.
But yet everybody around you is making money except you.
In that situation, bro. Yeah.
That is the toughest part. I feel that is the toughest part about doing business. That means the business can sustain itself, but you take home significantly lesser than you were to work for people. But yet you need this amount in order to sustain the
business
organization because maybe you got salary or whatever, right? And then people sign multi-year contract deal with you really. How to run away?
Yeah.
So if you want to start business, these are some of the considerations that I need to do lah. So you ask me what keeps me going, it's not that we were doing bad, but we cannot quit because there were commitments.
Right.
So the only way is forward.
So every time you think about maybe got multi-year contract I need to fulfill.
Yeah.
I promised this person already.
And these are people who supported us when we were nobody. So how to say no?
Yeah.
So
If it really does happen, then like you cannot show your face on the street.
exactly. So you have to make sure that the trust is not broken. Then you just push on.
Right.
So that's why I destroy my life. Not scared. You're not scared when you earn a lot. You're not scared when you earn little. You're scared when you just nice.
Yeah.
Barely enough. Wow. So until today I remember. So yeah, so it's the same with streaming.
Okay.
It's not the same with streaming. Really, I feel that really translates. You're not scared when your viewership very high, right? You're not scared when your viewership very low. You're scared when your viewership barely enough.
Yeah, that's true.
Really? That's so true. It's with life a lot of things very true. Like you don't know whether can do more, can do less, But if no viewer, okay lah, then pangkang already, done already.
That's true.
Close shop.
That's true.
If your viewer very high, it's happy problem, worry for what?
It's a very grey zone, like don't know like what decision to make at that point of time, kind of. Okay, I think like all the advice that you've given us so far, we really do appreciate it. I think I have learned a lot during this like conversation with you, and also like perhaps the viewers also like enjoy this advice as well. Hopefully, if y'all don't enjoy the advice, I'll come and find you guys. No, I'm just kidding. So I think we also want to know like if there's any other things that you wish to say to the viewers or like to us in general, like any other like advice before.
I think the things that I've shared so far, right, are my point of view that I feel is right now. I was not perfect, right? I was not a perfect father. I'm not a perfect friend. I'm also not a perfect boss. So just today only, sorry, I know we're supposed to conclude already, but
Okay, just add.
So one of my friend that is my secondary school friend, he recently asked me, hey, how come, I met him for lunch. It was like a semi-casual meeting, yet like a business meeting, but yeah, it's supposed to be casual, friends catch up. So he saw that I wear this exact same pants, right? And then I wore a t-shirt. So he was asking, how come you dress so casually to work? Then my answer to him is like, why cannot? Then he told me, last time you tell me must dress nicely, Like his exact words, he was saying, that's why I dress nicely, you tell me one. But my advice to him back then when I was telling him is because you have to dress professionally because people see That's why I dress professionally. But as I age older, I realized that my circle or my position or even my peers don't require me to do that anymore. So the advice that I give today for people, like all the things that I say, right, I think cannot, and this is somewhat important. It is not silver bullet. It is not like you apply on this one, you confirm successful. It's just that at point of time, that thing works for me.
Yeah.
So I also very scared that next time I say networking 2%, as example networking 2%, people say, last time this Kancheong say you meet 2 people can already. Now how come you in company you want to meet 4? Like because at that point of time it makes sense, right? So yes. But I also don't know. So I just want to caveat that to say that it is knowledge or this advice given at that point and in this point of time that I feel is the best knowledge. I'm not hiding anything, but also I don't know everything. Also, in terms of where I am today, right, or how come I can give so much advice or I can share, it really deals with the people that I work with or the people that I interact with. So I wouldn't be able to be given this platform if I didn't do like music, then probably I never do Twitch. I wouldn't be able to even share about all these things. So I appreciate and I thank you guys for inviting me to this platform for me to share my story, because I feel that next time, maybe when I'm 60 years old, which is like 3 years away, like maybe I'm 60 years old, then I can look back and say that, hey, that's the mentality that I have at that point of time, which I thought would be quite cool to have.
So that leads me to actually the next question also. So do you have any message for your future self or anything you want to say for your future self when you reference this video again?
Oh, you six pack already, no?
When six pack? When six pack?
When six pack, yeah lah. I don't know lah. Hopefully by then I will still remain contented with life. I think happiness deals with contentment in life. So and then there's this book that I read. It's a Harvard study on happiness in life. And I think in the happiness bar I probably not bad lah, because happiness in life, according to the Harvard study, not my study, deals with social wellness. That means how much not even friends, it can be family also. How much of a social happiness you have translates directly into your happiness. It's not money, it's not skills, it's nothing. The number one factor that affects happiness is social. So I think now I'm in a very good place in my life. Hopefully 5, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, I don't know whether you're going to post it on where? YouTube, right?
YouTube.
Don't know whether YouTube's still around.
Hey, we'll have the raw video for you.
Yeah, but at least by then, if they look back to this date, I mean, know that you're in a good place and continue to be in a good place. Yeah.
I think it would be nice to end if there's anybody you'd like to thank in your life. Because life is not a very smooth journey. Everybody's life is ups and downs. Is there anybody you'd like to thank in this video?
Wow. 我要感谢主耶稣。No, for me, I feel that there's a lot of things that I could have done differently in my life, but there are some guiding principles that I'm quite thankful for which is I found, honestly speaking, I'm not the perfect Christian. Hey, don't get me wrong, but I feel that having Christian principles in life really does help me navigate through some tougher waters. I'm not perfect, but because I feel that my EQ not super high, not super low, but quite decent But decent EQ can also become manipulative because I know what are the better buttons to press. So some things I purposely feel that if it is manipulative, then better don't do. So I dial it back. I pull back Then so I also, and that deals with Christian values as well, that I present myself as at least publicly now.
Now it's public.
I have the good guy image, good guy Kancheong image.
Let's go.
You can use this for a thumbnail. Good guy Kancheong. But besides having found a religion, of course the person to thank is also like my mom, who brought me up, then and then my wife and then my children also I think now children acceptance not as important Next time children acceptance become very important.
Oh yeah.
That's the result, that's the fruit of the labor. So now still can give you Robux and suddenly I become the hero already, but next time probably cannot. Maybe Lamborghini. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, we also want to thank you.
I want to thank you also. Hey. I forget to thank him.
Thank you for what?
Thank you for. It's been honestly speaking, it has been a long time. Long time that I don't host.
Whoa.
Yeah, in a setting for a conversation. It has been a long time that I can just sit there. You ask me. Yeah, like a long time. Usually, I'm the one that need to drive the conversation. Like be it professional setting, be it on stream. Because we just need the check-in stream, right?
Yeah.
So the check-in stream also, it's not they ask us, we ask them.
Yeah, you ask questions.
Yeah, then so it's been a long time. It feels nice to be a receiver.
Every time driving, now can be in the seat. Passenger princess.
Now it feels nice to be a passenger for once.
I'm glad I helped to make your experience enjoyable as well.
Yeah, and behind the scenes, the sound people, and the camera 1, camera 2. Yeah, thank you all for spending time now, 3 a.m. Thank you for entertaining my rubbish.
Absolutely not rubbish, man. Thank you for joining us also. Thank you for joining us on this podcast, man, and entertaining my questions. Alright guys, we have reached the end of Just Chatting with Jowell Chan. Everybody, thank you for reaching the end of this video.
Cut!
Okay, before cut, like, share, subscribe, right? Check out this video. Check out that video. Check out this video.
Really, it's here?
I don't know, I just pointing, bro. Just pointing. Editor, bro, here. I don't know. But thank you guys. See you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.